two campaigns in funding, connections, resources, and time, we have proved these last 2 months that democracy works. This is an amazing victory for the people of Corpus Christi. The public, when educated, will do the right thing. And while council members Rudy Garza, Priscilla Leal, and Chad McGill were in the minority opposing Destination Bayfront at this time, we want to thank all of our city council members, including the mayor, who unanimously agreed to bring this decision to the voters. Giving the citizens the right on this most critical issue of where Corpus Christi should focus its attention going forward has led to one of the highest, if not the highest, voter percentage turnouts in the state. Voter interest and participation in this off-year election has been nothing less than astonishing. To the supporters of Destination Bayfront, we know you have put your heart and soul into developing your plan over more than 3 years. However, please accept that the public has said no to fully funding your park vision with newly raised public funds. Having said that, in the 2008 bond proposition, funds were established to start improving these 34 acres. We expect the City Council to fulfill committing these remaining funds to this issue. Some suggestions on how to do this came from Councilman Chad McGill in a recent 191-word letter to the editor. His first suggestion is to honor our veterans by improving Sherrill Park and the parking plaza. He also suggested focusing the remaining funds on the Zocalo area. We would also encourage Destination Bayfront to pursue raising private funds to develop and beautify the park. We welcome any and all fundraising you are able to accomplish to improve the city. More importantly, though, we would ask you to join with us in addressing the 30-plus years of neglect to the city's physical and human infrastructure. City Council all needs the true visionary leadership and support available. Neighborhoods First took no pleasure in the modern-day horseback ride through the streets yelling, "The infrastructure expenses are coming, the infrastructure expenses are coming." But they surely are. And if our group and supporters had gained nothing besides building citizen awareness of the huge expenditures coming in the very near future, we would have counted our campaign a success. We now turn to our city's leadership to consciously and competently prepare our citizens for these pending mandated and/or urgent expenditures on stormwater, wastewater, fresh water, streets, and the downtown seawall and levee. To summarize, we ask our City Council to come together again as a team to develop a rational, equitable street policy. We need your leadership to develop a master infrastructure plan to address 30 years of neglect and to prepare for the massive growth in the population we are facing. And please, have no doubt about it, the growth in Nueces County in population is going to be massively growing very quickly, with very affluent individuals with very nice salaries. Otherwise, our city will fail to capture the growth of revenue from these new residents. Faced with a city with infrastructure continuing to deteriorate as opposed to improving, new Coastal Bend residents will choose to move into surrounding communities that are taking care of these basic needs. We want to thank Councilman Rudy Garza, where you at? There you are, Rudy. Chad McGill for their guidance, support, and encouragement. We want to thank the community for coming together to make their voice heard. We especially want to thank our volunteers who are like Minutemen of old, dropping everything at a moment's notice to make this campaign a success. What we lacked in money and power, we made up in hard work and heart. Speaking of our cause, We especially want to thank Susie Luna Saldana and CCAUSE for allowing us to use your facilities as our very own campaign headquarters these last few weeks. Thank you, Susie.
You're welcome.
Neighborhoods First will continue to keep our Facebook page running. While this single issue campaign is over, Neighborhoods First plans to keep our citizens' attention on infrastructure, city ethics policy improvement, and holding elected officials accountable for the voters' wishes. Thank you.